What's up, you guys? UFO Proof here, along with UFOs and aliens, and our homie Jaime, rocking it out. So, if you want to come and join us on this Google Hangouts, there will be a link in the comment section next to my name, UFO Proof. Simply click the link and follow it through to Google Hangouts. Whatever you have to do, open the app and go through it. Sometimes it just lets you right through. Sometimes you have to jump through hoops, but that's what you got to do to get on here and join us and discuss our topic, which is right. All right, so
whatever you want to discuss.
We planned out like setting up everything, but we didn't get as far as the actual topic for today. We were just stoked about getting everything set up, the lights, and we got the 4K monitor out and all that good stuff. So
how about topic? What's on your mind?
You guys pick, dude. All right. Let me get the link for you guys. That's right. I'll post that up there. So whoever wants to come and join, say what's up, please do. Let's watch, man. Dude, look at that.
There's your skin right there.
Yeah, dude, look at that. My skin is stuck to it, dude. Ow, jeez. Oh, the watch, dude. Look at this. My oh, that's not on the thing. That's I gotta pause this. There we go. And then look for the Google Hangouts. What up, Smooth?
What's up,
Cuvid? What up, Tony? How you guys doing? Gratch, doing good? Here's a link for you guys. Right, dude? Look at that, dude. That's from my watch. It's like my skin is like stuck to it. It's like tearing it off and stuff, dude. Look at that, man. Ow.
You got to take it off from time to time.
I know, dude. Like I sleep with it. I think it's because I sleep with it on, dude. It's like I did that, dude.
Probably tight too, huh?
Yeah, but it's so freaking awesome, dude. Yeah, right. You like that one? What up, Gyro? What up, Will MC? You guys doing good?
What's up, dude?
UFO man, doing good? What do you mean Link's broken, dude? Link's not broken. You're broken. It's always broken, I know. Stupid thing. What the fuck is up with this? Why is it off to the side and stuff now? What do we do? There we go. And okay, there's the Google Hangouts. Okay, let me try to copy the main link. The link was broken last night too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll watch Borg. I'm assimilating, fool. Get it right. All right, try that link, you guys. See if that works. What up, Jules Z? How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna pop out your chats here. Sorry about last night, you guys. We were supposed to go live. We were having issues, and I was trying to help out Third Phase of Moon. Obviously, if you guys didn't get a chance to check out Third Phase of Moon's new video, which I helped them out with last night, which I thought turned out really good. What up, 776? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so we're trying to do that. Let's see. Who's on here?
Looks like I'm the first one. Oh, there's Cuvid. Hey, Cuvid.
What up, UFO man?
Hey.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good, good.
Cuvid.
Speak up. Let's see. Say something.
Something.
Why is it so low? Cuvid, say something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why is their volume so low?
Could be that my mic is far away. Hold on. How about now?
No, you're coming through loud and clear, mate. I can hear you crystal clear.
Okay. Cool.
Right. Now I can't hear you at all.
I can't hear Kyle.
No, I couldn't hear Kyle for a second.
How you doing over there in Liverpool?
Not so bad, mate. Surviving.
Yeah. That's all I can do here. I got about 15 inches of snow on the ground. So, snowed in pretty much.
Oh, right. Just sending a text to a couple of the guys.
Yeah. I've never been the first one up here.
What up, fool, you guys? Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back. But I don't know why I can't hear you guys. Like, the sound is terrible, dude.
Can you still not hear us now?
Yeah, that's terrible, man.
You can't hear me?
Hang on. Oh, here, let's do the LG display. I'll say something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There we
1,
go.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect.
Yes, yeah, I had to get
Hey,
it.
Jose. Got the shades on. Must have partied last night. Woo!
All right, so yeah, let's turn it down here. All right, cool. Now that we can hear you guys and see everybody. Oh, I still got to pop up the chats though. Hang on.
Well, can I say hello, Carl? Hello, Jose, and hello, gentlemen to the other side of Carl. And Carl, I'd like to mention to you, you know the train footage with the beam of light coming up?
Yes. What'd you find out?
I think we've smashed that out the water.
What is it?
It's a maintenance train. The reason the beam is blue, Jason was saying, and Jason's done engineering and stuff like that, that they use a blue light because the blue light shows up on cables, particularly the likes of electrical cables, where there's electrical discharge, you know, from where there's fractures in the cable. Apparently, the blue light also shows up cracks in structures and even in rock faces.
Oh, wow.
But apparently, that's why they use the blue light.
Awesome.
For over the train, though? That doesn't make sense. Like, what's over the train?
The likes of cables.
Oh, it's not like an Amtrak. It's like a freight train.
Yeah, but you still have cables going along the sides of train tracks. On a lot of train tracks, at least.
Well, I mean, some of them you do. Yeah, some of them you do. But I mean, most trains, like if you get like a steam-powered train or like a coal-powered train, it's just a train. You know, there's no cable lines or anything. If that's what they use for maintenance, you know, then that makes sense to me. You know, because I mean, obviously, the light is coming from the train. And it's going from what we're talking about is a video where it looked like a blue beam of light was coming from the clouds, pointing down to a train. All right, but it came in like a cone shape, so it went like this down to a point. So whatever was on the ground, the train, that's where the light I'm saying had to come from because the light goes up and out like that, which you know that's how.
Could the light have also been shining down below the train?
Apparently,
on the tracks.
Apparently, they do shine the light down as well. And from what I've heard, they've got cameras that they have set up that film everything.
Makes sense.
But yet they do it underneath as well to check out the train lines.
That makes sense, you know. Good, dude, because I was wondering about that, you know. Did you guys see the third phase of Moon video last night?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you think about that one?
My first thought was possibly a tethered balloon in some way.
That's what I was saying. Something like that, like a kite or something like that. But I'm like,
again, Jason brought up, could it be a shark camera? Do they have shark cameras in Florida?
Shark camera? I think they use drones.
Right.
You know, for that, yeah. But I'm not 100% sure, you know. That's where they send the camera up to look for the sharks and everything. You know?
It could be. It could be.
I mean, yeah, it could be, but I'm pretty sure that they use drones. But even still, I mean, that was just a weird object, the way it was, you know, moving and floating away, and you know, like its shape looked just really odd to me, you know, for any kind of a camera. I would think like, what was the deal with that shape?
Well, the Out There channel put a video up earlier on. He thinks it could have been a Spider-Man balloon. He actually,
you know,
he actually shows one balloon and it's got two things sticking out at the side. And in one of the better images that you saw, it did look as though it had two things sticking out.
I've seen people put up the Spider-Man balloon as straight up a telepathic anomaly, you know, whereas the Spider-Man balloon, like where they're like, we summoned this UFO, this amazing creature.
It's all down to them Spidey senses, isn't it?
Right, dude. You know, it didn't have a head either, by the way.
It's due to that bad weed, man.
Right. Oh, I forgot. I told everybody this, man. But yesterday, Diesel Power, great song. Are you talking about the Prodigy? Is that what you're talking about, Cons? Because when I think Diesel Power of a song, I think the Prodigy, which fucking rocks. I don't know what they're talking about though. Let me go back into comments and look. Oh, they didn't say anything about the Prodigy. Maybe they're talking about something else. Anyway, what up, Rob? How you doing, buddy? Hell yeah, Con's Prodigy. Okay, Jason knows what's up. Cons is it. Yeah, all right. How's Kali? You like it so far? Fuck no. no. Kali's great, man. Absolutely, dude. What up, UFO Cobra? How you doing, buddy? Cons, you jumping on? Jason? What's going on with Jason? Why isn't he on?
Because he's a big girl's blouse.
Where's Alex at, you guys?
I hit him up with a message.
What'd he say? No, he hasn't replied yet.
No.
All right. Well, oh well, we'll just knock it out until he gets here, man. So as for what other topics, I think we're going to be doing a kind of like the same thing I did with Third Phase and Moon on their channel. We're going to be doing the same thing on our channel. I want to try to do that tonight if possible. So we're going to do another hangout, but we're going to do it early, you guys. We're going to do it like 7, 8 o'clock. You know how what my normal times used to be? Back to those times, you know, back to this, like my normal times back then, you know, like same thing, you know, which I used to do at like, you know, 7, 8 o'clock, like every day, man. So, you know.
I got a question for you.
Shut the fuck up.
What do you think about those lights over northern Baja?
Oh, yeah, we seen those last night, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen one video on Secure Team 10s and one video on Third Phase of Moons. It appeared to be the same object but two different people filmed it. You know, it seemed like it was like a string of lights, like over Baja, California, and it looked like they got two different people filming it from like two different angles or something. Flares?
They said the people on site said that the object stayed there for a long time, that they didn't fall. They were just sitting there.
That's what Jose was saying, and he was making a point of saying that, how he's like, dude, it wasn't that impressive because it just stayed there. I'm like, well, that's kind of impressive considering it's obviously not flares if it's just sitting there, dude.
Although they did disappear and kind of dissipate like flares. I thought that at first, but I'm not real sure. It was pretty mega sighting.
Well, what do you think, Tim?
I think it's a true unknown because if it were flares with parachutes, they wouldn't stay evenly spaced and in a horizontal line. They would have dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't have dropped at the same time. Even if they are dropped at the same time, they wouldn't have been dropping at the same pace. So they would have gone down at different speeds.
Plus, if you notice, the parachute flares always seem to wobble. They always seem to go back and forth as they like feather, you know, or like leaf float their way down. And you can usually see the smoke coming off the flares. You can usually see the parachute. It's usually illuminated by the flare. You know,
the problem is with the video, it was so far away that you couldn't really see the smoke. You couldn't see the smoke. All you could see is the lights, but they really weren't moving like that. They were just sitting there.
No, they look perfectly still to me, dude. You know.
Yeah.
My question is, what happened? Did it go away? Did it turn off? I mean,
according to what I understand, it just dissipated one after another. That was another thing. They went off in sequence, so it's like it wasn't one went off on the left and one went off on the right. It was one from the right, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one, like that.
Yeah.
it looks very similar to many that we've seen here lately. Where they just sit there. They don't do much. They just...
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Still, I thought it was kind of cool.
I heard it was, the information I got was that it was 10 miles over the border, over Mexico, rather than near Baja.
What they got going on in Mexico? Anything, right?
Well, the guy was kind of raving mad. He said the Anunnaki are in Mexico.
Always, dude.
I figured the Anunnaki are in Liverpool.
Oh, I forget.
Got to get COVID involved here.
What's up with what's up with cons and stuff? And Jason, why aren't you guys on here, man?
Jason said he's got a house full of kids at the moment. I mean, now how his kids terrorize him. Oh,
yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. Then they take over his fucking. Then they take over his channel one time and start talking shit.
Yeah, hacked him.
Yeah, they hacked him, right? Yeah.
Hacked by an 8 and 9-year-old.
Where's Gyro? He was on this morning.
Gratch is saying, I live near a naval bombing range. I see them all the time. Believe they are flares, nothing more. Makes sense, you know. Whose birthday is it?
It's Paul's. Paul Fay.
Hey, Paul, happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday,
yeah.
Paul.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Have a few drinks for me.
Now, if they flares, see from my brother, the apology are good. Who is a Scouser? Scouser? What is that? Oh,
that'll be Scouser.
What's that? Is that like
that's me. People from Liverpool are called Scousers.
Ha! You fucking bloody Scouser.
Hey, Kyle, who's that young guy to your right? Or it would be your left?
Oh, that is Jaime or Jamie. That is Jose's homie.
Cool. Hello.
Yeah,
how you doing?
He's seen some shit too, man. Like he's down with the UFO, man. Like he's seen some shit, man. So he knows all about it, man. He's down with us, dude.
Eventually, I'm going to be putting up a picture of somehow in a video. I have a picture of 10 objects in a horizontal line, evenly spaced, and they stayed there for 25 minutes against the blue sky.
Whoa.
Is Jamie up for filling us in on one of his encounters?
Yeah, Jamie, you want to tell us about any UFO sighting you've seen?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if they're UFOs, but I mean, I'll tell you what I saw.
Yeah, tell them what you saw.
Okay, I can't remember what night it was exactly, but probably about 2 weeks ago. I just happened to be looking up at the sky and at the stars, and all of a sudden, just at the, you know how the stars are just sitting there, I just see some come going across, kind of like a star, the same color, same glow, whatever, just floating along, just across the other stars, like a little further or closer, I'm not sure, but it was just going along.
And he's seen multiple ones?
Yeah, that first night I seen easy 10, one after the other, like every 3, 4, 6 minutes apart.
I thought maybe satellites, but
yeah,
not
that's what I would think.
that many.
You know, I mean,
every night he sees 10, 15, and they're kind of like in a sequence. So it's like I mean,
Is it at the same time? At the same time of night?
It's kind of like just right when it gets dark, you know, completely dark. I say about 9, 9, 8,
Okay.
9. Yeah, I just look up at the sky and I'm looking at the stars, and then all of a sudden I'll just catch something floating along, you know, a glow just going along.
And that's
Wow.
with a naked eye. You don't have binoculars.
You know, and that's where you need like a high-powered laser, you know, because if it's a UFO and you target it with the laser, it will react to it. You know, sometimes they'll light up, start blinking, turn directions, do different things. You know, if it's a satellite, they'll just keep going. You know, and satellites are usually really dim, except for like the Iridium satellites or certain telecom, you know, satellites which light up, but you can predict the iridium flares like to the exact second. You know, you can predict exactly where they're going to when and where they're going to happen. You know, so it'd be really easy to decipher whether or not they were satellites just by getting an app on a smartphone. You know, so we should test that out and see if get you an app and see when you see them. You know, because I have this one app that uses augmented reality. So it, like you hold up your phone and it would show you every satellite in the sky that's up there, you know? So if it's a satellite, you'd be able to nail it. And if it's not on the screen, then it's, who knows what it is, you know?
Get a laser too, so you can point at it.
Exactly. You know, that's what I was just saying, man, you know, and like I have a high powered laser too. That show. The things are awesome.
We actually pointed a laser at a. It looked like a burning rectangular object that was hanging over a house next to where I lived, and we pointed a laser at it. And that sucker actually moved toward us, and we freaked out and took off. I'm telling you, because it moved down toward us. It didn't just flash; it moved.
Oh, no way. That's awesome, dude. See, that'd be great to get that on film, dude.
Right. I didn't have my camera at the time. That's what sucks.
That always happens, man. Scratch. The camping trip is still good to go. I believe so, yeah, because actually third phase is going to be down, and they're going to be coming here at the beginning of July. And so basically it's just, we're all just going to meet up and roll out there, roll out to the East City Ranch. So I'm going to find a couple people to like roll with me in the van, you know, what the fuck?
Johnny, I've just muted you, but you're coming through there. We can hear. It's as though your microphone's picking up your speakers, mate.
Mm-hmm. All right, Qvid, can you take over and host for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Jose, can you host for a minute?
Sure.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about that sighting you had, Jamie.
What would be a way to tell if they're satellites or something else?
Well, satellites normally go across the sky within a couple of minutes. They'll go from like one edge of the sky and they'll disappear out of sight within 2.5 minutes, something like that. That can sometimes be an indication.
Yeah, because he's just, well, with my bare eyes, you know, I'll be straining my eyes because, you could barely see the little glow floating along, and it's hard for me, you know what I mean? And I try to keep my eyes on it, and I can't, you know, like.
Hey, Qvid, don't they normally go on a straight path, too? They kind of go on a straight path, satellites.
Well, yeah. You don't get them turning and stuff.
Do they ever turn?
No, not really. I just keep seeing them going one direction, like. Straight in one way, and I'll just be looking till I can't no more, you know, till my eyes just hurting. That's when I lose them.
What about brightness? Do they ever light up or dim?
I ain't seen them. Just the way I see them, it's like that. They'll stay in that low. But I would like to know what they are, though.
What about you guys? Have you guys had any encounters?
Yeah.
Go ahead, go for it.
No, go ahead, Cubit. I've talked a lot.
No, go on, because mine's a long and quite boring story, because I virtually saw nothing, but what I did see was confirmed the following day, but that's a long story, so go ahead, Golfman. Fill us in.
I had a sighting in February, and yeah, it was in February. It's coming down a bluff. See, here in Minnesota, we don't have hills. We have something called bluffs. They're kind of like a fake mountain. We were coming down the bluff, and the road was curving around, and I saw what looked like silver lights above the tree line. And I thought, oh, that's just a farm light, and I ignored it. And when I came around the bend, it was on my left side of the highway, sitting between these two hills where they come together. And it was a straight line, and it was red, white, red, white, red in lights going across. So I thought, oh, it might be some type of aircraft. So I pulled over into a driveway and stopped. When I got out of my vehicle and looked at it again, all the red lights shut off. It turned into a solid bank of white, shot off to the top of this bluff, got really bright, and disappeared.
Oh, you see lights, huh, Tim? No.
Yeah.
Object or...
They just had the red, white, red lights.
Did it look like a big object, or?
It looked like a cylinder. Yeah, just hanging there, no sound. And when you're in like hilly country or mountainous country or even bluff country, sound travels really well. So if you're going to hear an engine or you're going to hear a motor, you're going to hear it really clear. It could be 15 miles away and you're hearing it, because the bluffs will travel, will make the sound travel. So I didn't hear nothing. Nope. And I didn't see anybody else stopping either. I don't think anybody else saw it.
And it just disappeared afterwards, or you drove away? Or?
No, it went to the top of the next bluff. So I would say the next bluff was probably 100 yards away. It flew away to the top of the next bluff, like zip, and it stopped, got real bright white, and then blinked out. Gone.
Quick, real quick?
Real quick. I could put on a cloak or something. It was just weird. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that. I've seen other things, but I've never seen something like that.
Is there anything you could possibly compare it to? You know, if you were to have your wildest guess at what it actually was, other than it being a UFO, what would you say?
A plane. Maybe. A new kind of plane with hovering capability. Like a Harrier jet, something like that. We do have a military base down by La Crosse, Wisconsin, which is pretty close to where I live. And so it could have been that.
That's a possibility. I mean,
but I've never heard of 3 red lights as navigation lights with 2 white ones.
Yeah, it does sound a little unusual.
So I don't know what it was.
Were they blinking lights or?
Yeah, they were blinking one after another in sequence. So from the right to the left. So it was red, white, red, white, red. And then it would start over. Red, white, red, white, red. Yep.
Cool.
And no green.
Cool.
How are you doing, Johnny?
Yeah, good, mate. You guys?
Yeah, we're all good here, mate.
I'm about to go to Germany, and I'm going to go to Holland first and pick up Robert Vandenbroek's tentacles. I'm going to get them tested. I'm going to get them tested in Holland, and I'm going to get them tested in Germany from 2 independent sources. and we'll see what happens.
Tested,
because what's that, Carl?
Tested for what?
Well, I don't know if you know the story of Robert Vanden Broek. He's a Dutch guy, and a couple of years ago, he had a paranormal experience where he was out on his bike, and he looks up in the sky, and there's a big egg. Is the shape he told me. It's an egg, a milky-coloured egg, and it was on its side. He said it hovered in this field where he stopped. Two beams of light and balls came out and rotated sideways, and when they touched the ground, there was two aliens. One was a little alien, like a mini-me, and the other one was a taller alien, both greys, but they had, instead of your typical grey, they had tentacles on their chests and back. He says the tentacles, some of them were up to a foot long. Now, he had this interaction with him where he felt, again, fear at first, and then this overwhelming love of unconditional love from source, he said. He said that even when they told him they have to go now, he still felt this unconditional feeling of, why can't I come with you? Don't leave me here.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says that in that moment of them dematerializing, they went into a dot, just like when the TV used to go off in the old days. Turn the telly off and it goes to a dot. Yeah. He said that's what happened. They disappeared in front of him into a dot. And he said they dropped, fud, 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 fud on the floor, these tentacles left behind. He's saying, shit, you've dematerialized and you might have been an accident. They went, no. These are for you. These are your proof that we're real, and there's also properties for humanity. Don't worry, ours will grow back. That was his message. He takes his tentacles home, tells a few people, they say, look, mate, you can't keep them in your house. The police are coming, you know, you're going to get arrested. So he divides them between a few of his friends. So some friends have got them, and he's got one in his house. Well, he's had it in there for 2.5 years. I said, Robert, what are you doing with these tentacles in your house? Give them to someone. Get them tested, analysed. He said, I've tried. I took them to the university local where I live. Halfway through the test, they came back to me and said, Robert, we can't touch them, mate. Take them away. Don't talk to us about it anymore. So I said, all right, then, well, I'll come there. We'll get them tested, and we'll go from there. Now, Robert Vanden Broek is a medium. He's a guy that takes photographs. If you gave him your camera, Carl, he would take 5 shots, give it back to you, and there would be someone that you knew that had passed, or, you know, maybe not passed, but I think they're all dead, all the people in the photos. So he's got this phenomenon about him. I've been trying to push him a couple of weeks now in this UFO field, but people don't take it seriously. It's so far forward that it just don't seem believable, but it's all real. It's all real. RobertVandenBroek.com. People are jaded, did you say?
Yes.
In what respect? You mean to the truth or information?
Yes.
Well,
they see so much information they can't discern the truth anymore.
Well, there's
I feel like that
shit out there. In fact, I mean, like your friend's story, you know, and not to go against them, or which you know, I don't want to push anyone away from it, but just the recanting that you said, just going off the story that you have said yourself, that just sounds like there's too many holes in it to begin with, you know? I mean, the guy has tentacles from an alien and doesn't go and immediately take it to the news, take it to everybody. He still puts it out in the media because he's still, obviously, you know about it, other people know about it, but he doesn't go and try to make anything official of this. And 2.5 years later, he still has them. No pictures are being shown on the internet, nothing. I mean, it's just a guy's story, really. And then he says he took them to a university and they tested them, and then they said, no, we're they're in the middle of testing it and they're not going to finish testing it. I mean, what university would do that? That doesn't sound right. I mean, the story itself sounds highly, highly suspect. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Cubit? Does it sound suspect to you, or?
Yeah, it does.
I don't care if you think it. It doesn't matter, gentlemen, if you feel it's suspect or not suspect. I understand your concerns, but it's true. It's real. You know, there's videos out there. I can send you the link. As I say, it's that real. I'm getting on a ferry and I'm driving to Holland. I'm going to pick them up. And I'll send you some pictures when I've got it. But there is a video out there now. I asked him to make a video. I said, look, Robert, you need to make a video about this stuff. So let me give you the video, and then you just tell me yourself.
Let's see the video, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, because I don't want to shoot anybody down if it's like if it is real. Because I mean,
yeah, but Carl, I love the way you shoot people down, but sometimes you've got to check your info before you shoot people down, and that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Check the info first. If there's some other information to go with, because basically right now all I'm going off of is your story, Johnny, and with that, I'm just trying to lay out what I think, what doesn't sound right to me or what sounds fishy. Sure. But I'm open-minded enough to I'm willing to listen to the evidence and see what he has presented or what you got, and go from there. Because just because it sounds outrageous doesn't mean it's not true. Because there is crazy stuff that does happen in the world. Believe me, I've seen it, where it sounds too good to be true, So it's like you got to give everything its fair due, but that doesn't mean you need to, believe everything at the drop of a dime. I think everything's a question,
Definitely.
So, yeah, and also it's like I also want to be careful about just automatically going and telling someone that they're full of shit. Because you don't want to turn people away from ufology and away from believing just because, they're, it's like it might just be someone watching who you could turn away from. I mean, you don't want that, Okay, I saw the link pop up. Let me go and get that.
What are you going to do with them, Johnny?
I'm going to get them tested. I'm just going to go about the standard way. I'm going to go into a DNA place that does DNA testing, and I'm going to pay for it and just come away and see what happens.
You realize how expensive that is, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about the finances of it. That'll all be reimbursed. It's just getting it done.
When Brian Forrester wanted to get the DNA tested for the Paracas skull?
All right.
We're talking $125,000 he had to raise to get that tested.
Well, I'm talking about the simple terms of a test kit. You can actually do these remote, send it off and they'll come back and tell you what it is in the future. There's that possibility I could use.
Yeah, I see. Well, if you take it to a university and you tell them where you got it from, if you tell them the story that this is possibly extraterrestrial, and they are open and minded enough to believe that that's a possibility, they'll probably test it for free just to be able to be the first university to test extraterrestrial, biological material. Yeah.
Well, I got connected on LinkedIn, and I connected to Emery Smith, and he's the guy that's with David Wilcock at the moment, saying, "Yeah, I've done 3,000 DNA on aliens." Well, I emailed him, 3 weeks ago, nothing. I emailed Linda Moulton Howe. She replies me back with a question, which is, again, I just said, look, I just want someone who's reputable. From MUFON, I spoke to Jan. Again, nothing. None of these people are interested. These people are all debunkers as far as I'm concerned. They're not into the truth. They're not into the realness of it, But they'll go and spend, 200 grand on going up to somewhere and testing out some little dummy like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. We've got real evidence here. This is really real. It's been out for a month now and no one's interested. So is it the marketing? Is it the way he's pushing it? I don't know. What do they want? Sort of like furry cups on it and a nice big cherry on the top.
I'm going to share my screen real quick so everyone can see what he's talking about. All right.
Yeah. One little worrying thing about that link, Johnny, is where it says Robert even claims he was telepathically invited to become one of the creatures. That sounds a little bit.
Where does it say? Where does it say that?
It's on my screen now.
Here, hang on a second, guys. Here, be quiet for everyone for just a minute. I'm going to read this out for everyone, so we can get this on video. Man claims to have found some alien tentacles, which looks suspiciously octopus-like. In quotations. Man is claiming to have had a meeting with some aliens recently, and he has even had some of their body parts to prove it. Dutch conspiracy theorist Robert Vandenbroek posted some strange images to his website, which he says show tentacles belonging to the beings from outer space. After apparently coming across a crop circle late on Friday night, Robert said he found some octopus-like creatures with tentacles before seeing a ship in the sky which looked like a golden egg on its side. Okay, that story might be hard to envision, but after envisage, I don't know what that word is. But after seeing the tentacles, You can't help but believe him, can you? Question mark. Probably not, because the tentacles look suspiciously similar to the ones found on the well-known earth-dwelling animal, the octopus. They had a pear-shaped head with almost round eyes and the chest. So what did the extraterrestrials look like? They had pear-shaped head with almond-shaped eyes, and the chest and the back were tentacles, according to Robert. For some reason, they only left their tentacles behind. Robert even claims he was telepathically invited to become one of the creatures. He goes on to discuss their DNA and bacteria and reassures us that the tentacles are safe and have been frozen. Let's not judge Robert too harshly, because if tentacled aliens invade our planet and enslave humanity in the next few weeks, he will be having the last laugh. And maybe
let's also remember that the Pope made a statement that
Johnny, let me finish.
If aliens were there, we baptize them.
Johnny, don't interrupt me, dude. Let me finish reading. All right, please. All right.
Sorry.
Thank you. Let's not judge Robert too harshly, because if tentacled aliens invade our planet and enslave humanity in the next few weeks, he will be having the last laugh. And maybe this time he will take up their invitation to become one of them. Before you send Robert, please to join him, be aware that he is known to indulge in a hoax or two, so there's that. Robert's illustration of alien beings. There you go. So this is the evidence that you're providing us with.
No, there's a second link. If you click down, there's the video. That's the video of him taking them out of the freezer and putting them on the floor, opening them up, showing you, and again, making a plea for anyone who's a marine biologist, who has anything to do with DNA testing, please help disclose. That's all he's asked. That's been on a month. We've made that a month ago. I say I asked him to make it. He made it himself with his sister. But I'm glad he did it, because it brings back to life the story that you've just read that was 3 years old. And no one has done any research in those 3 years. So now I'm hoping that Plight could be restarted. I did, as I say, I got in touch with Linda Moulton Howe. She wrote me back, said, how long has Robert had the tentacles? Where have they been kept? What sort of quality are they in? I said they've been in his deep freeze. He's only just brought one of them out now to test. But if you look, there's a video. It's the second link. It looks like that's one big link, but there's a second link where it starts with the word Facebook.
Be careful, Carl. When you click on the second link, it'll take you to Facebook, but it could take you to your login page, your password page.
Okay.
Oh, it shouldn't do. It should take you straight to a video page. Let me see if I can get you the YouTube version of that. Give me just a sec, gentlemen.
All right.
One thing I find a little bit concerning about that report is it's fucking awful reporting.
What, from the Metro, you mean? Well, yeah. I first saw that story 3 years ago when I got on a subway in London, a tube, and it was on the local rag that sits in the tube. And I read it and I thought, blimey, it never mentioned Robert Vandenbroek. It just said some crazy guy had a thing. And I thought, wow, that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Little did I know it was the same guy I was working with.
It sounds far-fetched.
I think what shows just how bad that reporting is the line, let's not judge Robert too harshly, because if tentacle aliens invade our planet and enslave humanity in the next few weeks, he will be having the last laugh. What the fuck are they talking about? Fucking idiot.
You know what that is? Actually,
enslaved, but don't worry, because Robert's got the last laugh. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But that's British media for you, isn't it?
He would have the last laugh.
But that's how the British deal with things, isn't it? You know.
That's how trash papers like the fucking one I won't even say the name of. That's the type of trash that they put out as well.
Hey, well, the tentacles look pretty real. I mean, you can't deny that. But what they come from?
A real octopus.
An octopus is what they come from.
Yeah.
Is that Kelly?
Yeah.
That's Kelly. How you doing, baby?
Pretty good. Yeah, this just sounds far-fetched for me.
It's ridiculous. That is.
I don't care. I don't care. I respect your values and your wishes, but I can only tell you it's true. You know.
How do you know it's true?
Because I've tested them.
You've
already tested them?
I've tested Robert's belief system on it. I believe him. I believe him.
Oh, his belief system, not the tentacles.
Yeah, not that you haven't.
Tentacles I'm going to test next week.
You know, okay, so it's just you're basically just going on a gut feeling.
No, I'm going on more than a gut feeling.
Okay, so what are you
I'm going on six months of daily interaction, gentlemen. Not just as a medium, just as a crop circle serologist, not as someone who deals with the dead. He's had continuous things happening in the last 6 months since I've worked with him alone. So I know these things are real. I've spoken to the director who went and stayed with him for 2 weeks and filmed everything. I also have been in contact with Nancy Talbot, who was with him for 20 years. She was a serologist. She's had numerous phenomena happen while she was staying with him. In fact, there's been TV movies about it. But in regards to the tentacle side, it's been stum. You know, there's been nothing about it. No one talks about it. Everyone I mentioned to it just defers it off. You know, they don't want to know.
Because it doesn't seem to be anything behind it. I mean, it seems like the guy just made up a story and you're falling for it, is what it seems like.
The article even says that he might be perpetrating a hoax.
Yeah.
That's why people are discounting it, whether it's true or not. They're discounting it because of that article.
Okay, the problem with Robert Vandenbroek is that in Holland, where he lives, he's been discriminated and what he calls turned into a charlatan. Anyone who's a medium, anyone who's got any paranormal experience is a charlatan as far as they're concerned. So he's been discredited on the grounds of answering a question for someone that was tricking him, basically. He was using his medium skills on them. They told him that their dad had died and blah, blah, blah. But really, they were a reporter. Their dad wasn't dead. And when he thought about what they were saying, he mentioned a certain word called, what was the word? Something, I forgot the name of it. It's a Dutch word. But basically, there's a difference between old-fashioned Dutch and modern Dutch. And the word that he used was an old-fashioned word instead of a modern word to talk about this person's member of family, even though they wasn't dead, even though they were claiming that they were dead. So they were trying to trick Robert. And in the TV show, it looked like they tricked him, and he looks, he couldn't do anything about it. But the word he used, he stood by it and said, no, this is the word.
Okay, so you're giving them the benefit of the doubt. I hope that you share your findings with us.
Well, that's what I hope to do, is to go there, document it, video document it from the people that will do these, tests, and then come back with an answer. Look, I want it to be real, but at the same time, I'm a bit worried as well, because if it is real, we've got something going on here.
And what are you going to do? And Johnny, what are you going to do if it turns out to be octopus tentacles and your friend was lying to you the whole time?
Well, then, as I stand here now, I would be shamed. I would be made to look like gullible and stupid. I realise that. I'm not frightened. I'm not worried. I believe that what I'm doing is sincere and truthful.
Are you prepared to find out and handle that it might be a hoax, that he might be lying to you?
Well, I don't feel that from him as I know him, but there is that possibility, yes, and I am open for that.
You're prepared for it? All right. And
I hope you come forward with that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best you can do. I mean, the thing is like, even though obviously I don't believe it, I don't want to shut anyone down. I want to give Johnny his opportunity to go and prove us all wrong and make us all look like fools. I'd much rather have Johnny be right and us all look like idiots. Okay. Because then the question is answered. Aliens exist. Here we have the evidence, and bing, bang, boom. What do you know? I would love for that to happen. Do I think it's going to happen? Absolutely not. I think that it's going to come back. I don't think we're going to actually hear. I don't think we'll hear from the story again. I don't think Johnny will bring it up again, or he's going to say that he never got it tested for whatever reason. Something's going to happen. That's what I think. But when is this testing supposed to go down? Next week?
Well, I'm off to Germany next week. Yeah.
Well,
I passed his house, and I'll pick him up, go Get them tested and then get Germany.
Can we get you to broadcast live during the testing and everything?
It's possible, yeah. I will try.
If you can, I would be willing to post it on my channel, you know. And
well, we're on the channel now.
That would be really cool, man. You know, if to see some evidence get tested live, whether it's good or bad, either which way, it'd still be kind of cool to see it go out live, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
I'm not going to
link of the video. So there's a link on the video on the right.
Okay. What's this video for?
This is the new video that I said to Robert. I think you should make this video, Robert, and let people know that you're still in contact and you still got these tentacles and you still want them tested. So the best thing you can do is get them out of the freezer, show them coming out of the freezer. They'll see that you have them. Open it up, let them see what you've got, and then make your plight that you need help. You want someone to test them, and that's what he did. I'll be honest with you, he didn't do it instantly. It took a little while for him to get it done. You know, there was other things that he was showing online, other paranormal stuff. And I said, look, forget that for the minute. Get these tentacles filmed, and then we can go forward. So that's what he did. A month ago, he filmed them, and the video should be on the right there if you want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. So this is a gentleman, right?
Yeah, that's Robert Vandenbroek. He's a psychic medium. Okay,
I want to try to hear what he's saying. Let me see. Is he saying anything? Oh, it's not letting me. Does the video have sound with it or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Your sound sounds different at the moment. It's like your whole voice has changed.
Yeah, we're not getting any sound from it.
I tried it too. I'm not getting any sound either.
No sound.
No sound, right? Okay.
That's really weird. I'm hearing it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Your voice is
so if you roll up to about 20 minutes, 7 minutes, you should see him pull it out of the bag. Basically, this is the frozen one of one of those tentacles.
It takes him 20 minutes to pull it out the bag.
Johnny,
sitting there talking
I think if it was a hoax, wouldn't he be leery of anybody taking it and testing it? I mean, knowing that it's going to test that it's an octopus or whatever it's going to come out as.
No,
exactly. That's the general consensus is that if it's fake, he wouldn't want anyone to go anywhere near it, you know, or he would say, "Oh yeah, the electric went off last month and everything perished in the freezer." But no, he's adamant.
The Metro said that he's been known to make a hoax or two. So if he's known to make a hoax, he might not care at all. He just wants the publicity and wants the attention because some people are weird like that and they just like it. And they're just simply insane. And okay, you guys remember George Knapp? He interviewed Bob Lazar. Okay, George called up by somebody one time who said, "Hey, I have an alien device over at my house. Can you come look at it?" And he came over there to look at it, and it was a record player with a car headlight on top of it. And they were dead serious. They were like, "Look, this lets me listen and speak to aliens. A record player with a car headlight." All right, and this is George Knapp, the Las Vegas Review Journal investigator journalist, winner of a Peabody Award and everything. So it's like, there are some people who just do it. They don't care if they get caught. They don't care what they look like because they're crazy. To them, it's real, even though he just went and bought this octopus from the store.
Like the balloon boy.
Like the balloon boys, exactly,
Well, I can only tell you that this guy's been around for about 25 years, and I don't know anyone who's disproved him. I know lots of people that have gone as skeptics to his house because he invites anyone to come over, anyone. And I don't know anyone who's walked away saying, no, he's fake. I know only people that say, wow, there's something here, this needs investigating, He's had skeptics from the Paranormal Society, but I'll just give you one little video. I'm not trying to promote this guy on your channel, but I am trying to promote that this is a real event. And if I can persuade you just by showing you information about the guy, I hope that you can draw your own conclusion. You know, but instantly I know your back goes up and this is probably fake. But I just ask you to have an open mind. You know,
I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, same here.
Sorry, guys. Are you guys getting a lot of feedback?
Yes.
Hang on.
yeah, I'm getting feedback.
Let me stop that video. I'll pull up the. There you go. All right, how's the sound now? Sound quality okay?
Good.
All right, good.
This video I sent you now, this has been out about 3 or 4 years. Well worth a watch. It's 5 minutes, and it's very, very informative.
What kind of video?
It's an investigation into the man by independent investigators, scientific investigators that come over to visit him. If we could share it, it'd be nice.
It resembles it, but it's, I mean, unless it's tested, I mean, they're going to test it. Once they test it, if that's what it is, then that's what it'll come out to be.
You know,
there's no
but
way
again,
around.
Carl, you've got a big following. You've got a lot of independent thinking, free-thinking people. I put it to your group. You know, if you're in a marine biology or you're in any way testing DNA and you want a sample, please get in touch with Carl and let's try and investigate it. You know, I'm going to try and do it in Germany and Holland, but if it needs to go to America and get a better proof in, then I'm prepared to get it sent there.
All right, so you guys heard that. If anyone wants to try to get this tested, if anyone's having any doubts of their own or they're wanting to know more, let's try to get this. Let's try to get this tested. Johnny is willing to take care of it himself or pay for it or whatever. So for anyone out here in the States who wants to try to help Johnny get this stuff tested, you can contact me, and I will set you guys up so someone can give him a hand. He honestly believes that this is legitimate, and so I want to give him his chance because although the possibility is remote.
It's true.
Well, all the test can prove is if it's actually an octopus or squid or not, you know.
Yeah,
Well, I did
test it with some lemon and some butter.
Yeah, some good calamari. There you go.
Oh, we know it's going to disappear now.
Now, I did put it to Robert, are you sure these things hasn't just come from the sea? You know? And he said, John, I live about an hour and a half from the sea. And then when I looked at the actual video of the tentacles and then the original photograph, they're not your typical octopus salad, type size. These are big, Like if you go, these are deep sea as far as I can see. I'm not a marine biologist, but looking at the tentacle, they're from a deep sea creature, not a sort of something that we get on the top that's quite small, The arms are long, so it suggests to me quite a big creature.
They seem rather short to me for octopus. They seem rather small for me, actually. Like looking at them,
Yeah,
the picture makes it pretty small.
Yeah,
Yeah, he says they're about that long. But it's the fatness.
Yeah,
it's the fatness of them.
It's a very muscular, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's not like a paella, and you get like a little baby octopus. It's big.
All right, man.
Well, it's definitely not a cuttlefish.
Yeah, but I mean, it does have every single one of the traits of an octopus and octopus tentacles. Even the flesh color is all correct. The suckers are all correct. I mean, nothing about it says anything other to me than octopus, But hey, to each his own. Good luck, man, and I hope he's wrong, dude. I hope he's right. That's all I can say. I hope he's right. Yeah. He's not, but I hope he is.
Well, Carl, I've known
we
you
hope
for about a
Google
year
does
now.
that.
I've been on and off your channel. You've had lots of debates. Me and you have had heated debates where, you know, you don't agree with what I say. I appreciate you giving me the time to share this information. I'm not trying to pull a wall over your eyes or downgrade your show. I'm just leveling with you, brother.
Hey, no, I understand, Johnny, and it's all good, man. You know, like, I want to give him his shot. I want to give you your shot, you know, because, like I said, I'm not here to put anybody or chase anyone away from ufology. I want everyone to know that, you know, I'm not just, even though I debunk people, I'm not a debunker who's out here to turn people away from ufology. I debunk because I know for a fact UFOs exist. And so when it's a fake UFO or if it's misidentified, it's okay to go ahead and call it out because real ones absolutely exist. So what's the point in wasting our time with one that's not real, you know? What up, Jack? How you doing, buddy?
All right, man. How y'all doing?
What's up with the hair, man? Did you dye your hair?
No, it's just white.
It's just white. You look like the fucking fugitive, dude.
Hey. It is what it is.
How you been, buddy?
For a long time.
They ain't caught you yet, right? Shit, dude. Well, all right. So let's move on from there. Onto the let's move on to a new subject. So I want to try to get Secure Team on here to do a hangout with us, and I think he's willing to. However, I don't want him to be. I don't want him. If I can get him to come on here, I think I'm going to have like a select crew of people on the channel who aren't going to give him a hard time, because like I want to try to do the same thing that we did with Third Phase and try to convince them to you know, kind of like you know, just join our side, you know, like just to kind of do what we do, which he's already like doing that on his own. And so really I just want to kind of push him towards it. I know there's a lot of people who would like to come out and just sit there and talk shit like I used to do and stuff like that, but I think we've already learned in the past that all that's going to do is start a fight. And if we're going to try to make a difference in ufology, if we want to make UFO proof make a difference in ufology, chasing people away isn't going to help us. You know, if we can convince him to join our cause, that is going to help us. You know, if we can get him to help us change the narrative of ufology to, you know, where we start fighting for the real truth and we call out the bullshit and stuff like that. I mean, just Jose and I were talking about this today. What a huge difference it would make if we here at UFO Proof were able to get Third Phase of Moon and Secure Team 10 to kind of join us and in our cause. You know, that's the two biggest UFO YouTubers on YouTube, you know, hands down. No one's even close to those guys. And
Secure Team 10 fan.
And they are fans, both of them are fans of our channel, you guys. You know? So let's not forget that for a second. We might not be the biggest channel out there, right? But let's not forget, dude, every big UFO channel is a fan and a subscriber of UFO Proof, you know? So we got their ear. And I think we need to take advantage of that. And so we gotta like I think we're gonna have to like tread softly, and we're gonna have some we'll have some certain guys on here, and then other people, maybe it's best if they not come on live so they don't go crazy or whatever. But you know, like there's like you know, QVid. I'd like to have QVid on, and then I'd like to have some dudes moderating, because I don't want anyone to try to start crap. Really, I want to have a hangout with him where we're just literally having fun. You know how we do when we sit around, we just have fun. We don't really pick a topic. We just kind of laugh about stuff, shit like that. I want to do that. I don't want to have a hangout where it's anything serious, you know? it's just us having fun. Like I want to show them that, hey, we like to come and have a good time, and we can be cool and you know, and put all the shit behind us and move forward, because I think that's what's important.
Shoot
you
the
know,
breeze.
exactly. You know, absolutely. You know, and so like I'm gonna hope that I can get everyone to kind of respect that and understand that, you know, it might have been difficult before, you know, to say this, but I think after what's happened with Third Phase of Moon, you know, like I think it's pretty safe to say that, you know, we made the right decision. You know, like we you know, I asked everybody, I put it to a vote, and I asked everybody on the channel, you know, what are your guys' thoughts? Should we, you know, support them? Should we do this? Should we do that? I got everyone's opinion, and in the end, it turned out that they were like, yes, let's do that. And what happened? They stuck to it. A lot of people left the channel saying Third Phase will never change. You know, Kyle UFO Proof is selling out, blah, blah, blah. Well, fucking shit never sold out. I wish, motherfuckers, you know, but shit never sold out. And they did in fact change. And I couldn't be more proud of those guys, man. And if it worked with Third Phase of Moon, and I think you guys, honestly, I think it would be harder to switch Third Phase of Moon over than it would be Tyler. You know what I'm saying? I think Tyler would more easily fit in with us than Third Phase of Moon did. And they fit in with us perfect. They're totally part of the crew now, you know? And I think Tyler would do the same thing. And I think that if we could get him to, that we should do it, because in the end, it will help out ufology and it'll help push our agenda, which is, you know, we got to change the narrative of ufology, so people stop letting all these crazies come in and just, you know, and let them spread their bullshit. When you have the two biggest UFO channels sitting there, if you watch Third Phase of Moon's videos now, they'll call out bullshit. They'll say, oh, well, this is probably that and stuff that they never did before. You know, they actually do now, even on their radio show. They'll call the callers who call in with all kinds of crazy stuff. They're like, well, where's the evidence of that, dude? They're like, can you provide any evidence of it? Like, what's going, you know, they call them out now, which they never did before, you know? So, and Tyler, basically, he could have a video of him taking a shit and still get 200,000 views. So, you know, really, like, he could do a video on anything. So, you know, like, why not get him to come over and hang out with us and join our crew? And, you know, basically he's already doing it on his own, which is, you know, trying to go truly straight, you know. So if we
like to talk to him about the booms that are going on and stuff.
The what?
Well, there's loud booms and there's stuff going on with animals, strange behavior. He's been going over it, and lights in the sky.
Yeah,
it's weather phenomena, like.
Mm-hmm. You know, and he'd be down to discuss all that, I believe, you know, and see, like, we could all discuss that and shit. I think it'd be a lot of fun, you know. I'm thinking is if I get him, which it could be really hard to convince him to come over, but if I do, I would hope that I could get everybody to be fucking cool, not like we did with Third Phase of Moon. All right.
I wasn't there.
Okay, yeah, Kelly, you weren't there, but Cuban was there. It was fucking epic, dude. All right, we were so mean to those guys, man, and they're really good friends of ours now, man. But you would not know that shit back then, dude, because they came onto the live feed a couple times, and we gave them fucking hell, and they had fucking brass cojones, dude, because they kept coming back, man. And then, you know, then I realized, you know, I'm like, these guys are down with us, you know, so let's see if we can't get them to, you know, could come to our side. And they were already it's like, basically it was on them, you know, they were like coming to us with like the idea, you know, of like, hey, they're wanting to go straight, and they're just wanting like basically our opinions on stuff, and maybe we could we could work together on stuff, which is what we did. I wrote some episodes for them, and you know, whenever they have videos come out, they like to get my opinion on it and stuff. And really, they like reached out and gave us a hand up, if anything, you know. So if we could do it with Third Phase, I think we could do it with Secure Team 10. We just got to have, you know, we got to try to get him over. I think he's a little more sensitive to the whole thing, I think, than third phase is. Like they could take it a lot more than Tyler probably could. Like I said, has he made hoax videos? Yeah, there's no reason. It's like I don't see the reason in bringing it up and trying to make him feel bad when we already all know the truth. If you don't know the truth now, you haven't been paying attention. All right. And it's simple as that, so there's no reason to go and state the obvious over and over again. It's no point in just trying to make him feel bad. The only thing we can do is try to make him move forward, and make us move forward and say, okay, let's leave the past where the past is. And let's try to do something and help out ufology and try to make a difference. And so, there's not, the crazy people don't run ufology. People like us run ufology. That's what we need, So I'm hoping we can do that. If I can, then I'm going to pick out a couple of people that I'd like to be on the channel with us when we do it, and then I'm going to keep. So I'm not just going to post a link for everybody. I'm just going to send out the link to those individuals, and then I'd like to get a couple of people to moderate the chat room.
Fucking Kyle, you're gonna make me cry, man.
Everybody cry.
But yeah, I think
right.
If we got them both over, it would make a big difference.
Really, dude.
They've been treading on dirt for a lot of years, man. And they're not going to want to make the jump right away, but little by little, it would help. It would help.
And I think it'll help ufology and everything, dude.
They've already got the numbers. I'm sure they're making the money. Come over and speak the truth.
Exactly, man.
Well, you're definitely going to need some moderators on there because it goes well when Tyler gets on and the comments just go flying by. You can barely read them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would just suggest Kyle putting the chat on slow mode. And just telling all the mods, anybody who starts talking shit in the chat will be booted out of the chat instantly.
That's what we'll
have.
You're right, Cupid. Just no fucking around. If as soon as someone starts any kind of bullshit, just kick them out. Just throw them the fuck out. So because I was like, we don't even need to deal with that bullshit, man. And I think a lot of the guys here are already like Tyler, and and want him and want us to join sides and work together and stuff. And I think it'd make a lot of people already super excited anyway. So because the last time when he came on, everyone was being really cool, which I was fucking shocked, and he stayed on through the whole stream until I ended the stream. He stayed on commenting and everything, and no one said fucking shit to him. In fact, everyone was fucking kissing his butt, dude. Are you cool with a little cussing, my man? No, fuck, really, dude.
Kyle, would you put another hangout link in the chat?
Yes, I will, dude.
Can
a flat Nibiru theorist stay? I suppose so.
What about a flat moon?
A flat moon, dude. That's a box moon.
No, that's a hologram.
Jambo, I watch your videos when I'm high. Fuck yeah, Jambo. That's the best time to watch them, man. But not my hangouts, don't bring Robert Bingham on. No.
But you can't turn that guy if you tried, man.
Fuck that guy, dude. The link just takes me to Google Play. Yeah, once you go to Google Play, you have to open up the Google Hangouts app. All right. Papa Down Moon. What's that say?
Papa Down.
Papa Down Moon. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Gratch. Then install the Hangouts app. Yeah, Cons knows what's up. That's exactly it. That's what you got to do, man. Weird how Christian story mimics Egyptian story, Horus and Jesus. That's true. They do. Yeah, Jambo, if you haven't seen like my actual videos, which I will be starting to make more of those now. I'm going to get back into making my videos as opposed to just doing the live hangouts. I've been doing so many of these live hangouts that it's affected my ability to make awesome videos, you know, and that's what's really fucking me up, dude. It's slowing my subscriber count down and all that stuff. But I will tell you guys this, man. I do like the fact that I got 29 people watching and 27 thumbs up, dude. You know, that's almost every single person has given this video a like, dude. What? Oh, I took away my mic. Okay. Might give it a go for the first time. Build my courage up a bit, right? You pop in my main page. Hell yeah, dude. Good deal, man. That's what I like to hear, man. Because we have issues with spreading UFO proof. It doesn't go. People don't get notified. People who've been subscribers to this channel for years. People who are my own moderators don't get notifications when I go live, when I put out videos. YouTube does everything to fucking shut this channel down and keep it in the dark, dude. They don't want anyone to know about UFO proof. But no one can fucking stop us, dude. I find ways around that shit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I get it off and on notices.
Really?
All the time.
No shit, dude. You know, I got like Jax. He doesn't even he didn't even get a notification. He's been a moderator for fucking ever.
It's a Robin chat. If you want to start coming on the Hangouts and you feel a little bit nervous, come on one of the after shows where we're not broadcasting.
Mm-hmm. You could do that. You can come on and not use your camera, Rob. You know what? Try that, dude. Come on and don't when you come on, you don't have to turn your camera on. Just use your icon. How Kelly has hers right now. Let me go back so I can show you. Like, okay, so right now this is Kelly's on here with us, and this is what Kelly looks like. This is what we see. All right, we just see Kelly's icon. So if you get nervous or whatever like that, you come up here with just your icon, and you don't have to be, you know, it makes it so it's not so nerve-wracking when you're not on camera. That's the hard part for people is trying to get on camera, you know. So Rob, see if that works for you, man. And you know, and that's the thing, when you jump on, you ain't gotta immediately talk and say what's up and blah 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 and all that shit, you know. So can I find you if I use the app? What address? No, like that's the thing. You have to go through that link that I posted. That's the only way to get on here. Now you can find me personally on UFO. You can find UFO proof on Google Hangouts personally, but it won't link you to this hangout that we're having right now. Mr. Shawbros fan, or M Shawbros fan. That's what we're doing, is talking UFOs. You might have missed the entire video up until this point, but that's all we've been doing. Turn video off to get icon up. Mm-hmm. Correct. I'm not shy or whatever, but I'll give it a go. Come on, Rob, get your ass on here, dude. It's about time. Okay, I'll keep trying. Yeah, exactly. Since I surely is when I'm either asleep or at work. Okay, guys, I think I will miss the third phase stream since it surely is when I'm either asleep or at work. Got to hit the say hey soon too. All right, buddy. Any other girls on panel? Yeah, Kelly is. Kelly's on the panel.
Here.
She's like, yeah, I'm a girl, fucker. Yeah, so when you go through the app, it'll open up in the Play Store. Then you'll see a little, it'll take you to Google Play, and you'll see a little thing that says like open in Play Store. You're going to open that up, and you're going to actually open the Google Hangouts app, and then you'll see it says UFO proof. It'll say like it's live right now or whatever, and you're going to click on that, and then it's going to say join call. You're going to go and join that. You're going to check a box that gives you permission to share your video and stuff, and then you'll be able to join. So that's sometimes you got to jump through hoops. Sometimes it just takes you right to it. So, and yeah, Susie, if you want to come and join on here, Kelly's on here with us. So there's already another female on here.
Yeah, come on, Susie.
Yeah, come on, Susie, get your ass on here.
I haven't seen you before, except on the comments.
Exactly. And hopefully Rob will get on here, because Rob comes on all the time, but has never had him on Hangouts with us. He's always in the comment section. French vanilla and cappuccino, dude. It's fucking delicious, dude. I know, me too. It's delicious, man. So we pulled out my computer, my AMD computer, and we got the 4K monitor out and everything, which is freaking awesome. I'm going to set Jose up and show him how to do. I'm going to make him some titles and stuff for his videos, and kind of show him how to make his own videos, like narrating and stuff like that. And I'm going to help him out with all that stuff, dude. And he's going to help me hotwire my scooter because those fucking assholes stole my keys, dude. What kind of bitches steal the fucking keys too, dude? They didn't need the fucking keys. Why not just fucking leave them there, dude? Stole my fucking UFO backpack, dude. Oh no, fucking assholes, man.
So I saw you on Third Face the other day.
Oh, what'd you think?
I think it's very fishy that there was a air show in Florida during that time.
Which video?
The one where they're in Florida on the beach and she's filming out in the distance in the cloud, and they even have a plane fly by.
Oh yeah, they have a couple planes fly by.
Yeah, there's an air show going on over there. So
how do you know that?
Look it up on Google.
Oh, okay, cool, man. Well, maybe that explains what that thing is. Maybe it has something to do with the air show or something.
Yeah, I was thinking there's a connection.
Like, what do you think it could be?
I have no clue. I'd have to get it closer up.
I mean, and it's just so hard to kind of make out what that thing is, too,
But it was interesting that the birds seemed interested in it.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Like the birds were all about it, man. They were all over that fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Hopefully somebody in the comment section will figure it out. Someone who was there or something, or because I really want to know what that thing is, man.
It's not a typical frisbee, is it? It's got layers to it. It's quite. It reminded me
like a
of the probe a few years ago that had the hieroglyphics written on it. Do you remember that probe that was about?
It had a range to it because it would go so low, and it would go so high, and it
yeah, and and it reminded me of Mike Hawkins' UFO, that cylindrical fucking one from Gulf Breeze. However, in the video, I also point out that Mike Hawkins is a known hoaxer, and I'm almost positive that video was in fact a hoax as well. But that doesn't take away from the fact of this sighting, But It does remind me of that, and it's cool because Third Phase of Moon, they were like stoked that I knew that. They're like, man, that's cool that you knew who we were talking about. That because when you say Gulf Breeze UFOs, who do you think of? Ed Walters. That's who you think of, not Mike Hawkins, But when I knew that it's who they were talking about when they were discussing that certain UFO, I was like, they're talking about Mike Hawkins, So
stoked over that.
Yeah, they totally like that shit, man. Anyway. I think I'm gonna call it good for now and let Qvid go ahead and take over for the after show. That way I can go ahead and get the AMD computer set up so I can help him get Jose, because he's got no programs for making videos. All he does is all he's able to do is download videos, man. He's got no software or anything, man. So I'm gonna hook him up and start showing him the ropes and shit like that, dude, so he can start putting out some good material and shit like that. So that should be a lot of fun. And I'll let you guys go ahead and get his subs up. Yeah, exactly. Get his subs going out, and get some, get his shit growing, dude. But Qvid, you are hosting an after show, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Rob, this is the perfect time just to kind of get into everything. Now's a good time to go ahead and jump on with them because it's not on air. It's just going to be with just them personally. So it's just like talking to your homies. It's not going out to millions of people. Although this is not going out to millions of people, but it's just like that, man. The time
it will one day.
It will once you mention Robert Vandenbroek.
Kyle,
yeah, we'll see about that.
Check
What's up, buddy?
check Rob's last comment.
I can't get
I
on now,
want an
bro.
I
Right,
want an
it says
update on the octopus dissection.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Johnny Webb, make sure you keep us updated on that. All right.
Definitely, you'll be the first guys to know. You know.
All right, cool, man. What's the link? Actually, in the Hangout.
Rob is saying, I've pressed the link, then I'm getting on Hangouts app page. Then I open, and then I'm stuck. It asks to pick one of my contacts, but I haven't got you as a contact. So he's not sure what to press. Isn't there a Hangout link or something you do when you do it by phone?
Yeah, like, okay, so if you're just doing it by phone or whatever, like when we hang up, okay, check us out. Hey, Rob, this is what I'll do, man. When we hang up, I'll go to the stream, I'll go to the regular Hangouts, and I'll get the link for it, and then I'll send it to you in Google Hangouts. So you just have it, so you can just click right to it. All right, you guys. So that's what we're going to do. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. You
coming back on tonight at 7?
Yes, we're going to come back on around 7, 8 o'clock, something around there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we'll be back live again, doing another hangout around 7, 8 o'clock Pacific time. I want to thank Johnny, Cubid, Kelly, UFO Man, Jaime, Jose. You guys, thank you guys for coming on and joining me. And I will see you guys tonight. Don't forget, go pick up the UFO Proof app at the Google Play Store. It has everything you need for UFO hunting. It has links to buy all my merchandise, all my music. Everything is on that one app. It's got the UFO Stalker map. It's got every tool you need for UFO hunting, video cameras, maps, weather reports, notepads, everything you can think of. Go pick up your app today. And I will see you guys later on tonight. All right. UFO Proof out. All right. Later, you guys.
Later.